Welcome to Daily Buzz. Deadliest betrayal. Why DJ Warras was killed, best friend and 5 others in custody for questioning. Deep in the heart of Johannesburg's bustling central business district, a chilling tale unfolded just days ago on Tuesday, December 16, 2025. It exposed the deadly betrayals lurking within trusted circles and the shadowy world of building hijackings. Warrick Stock, widely known as DJ Warras, met a tragic end when he was gunned down in what authorities now describe as a calculated assassination. This incident, tied to a disputed eviction at Zambezi House near the Carlton Center, revealed how a close ally could turn traitor, leading to the police interrogation of his best friend, Innocent, alongside 5 others linked to prior threats. Even more unsettling, the dreadlocked gunman suspected of pulling the trigger has been boldly returning to the crime scene, not once, but twice, mingling among onlookers as DJ Warras' body lay on the street. A move that hints at brazen confidence in evading capture. This story peels back layers of deception, showing how personal loyalties can fracture under the pressures of criminal enterprises, and why DJ Warras' efforts to secure a hijacked building may have sealed his fate. DJ Warras, a 40-year-old former DJ at 5FM and producer at Cliff Central, had recently shifted his focus to the private security sector. He launched his company, Imperium Ops International, about 6 months earlier. On that fateful Tuesday, he arrived early at Zambezi House, a multi-story structure housing around 200 residents, many of whom reportedly failed to pay rent, turning it into a hotspot in Johannesburg's ongoing crisis of hijacked buildings. Hired by the property owners to enforce a court-ordered eviction against illegal occupants, DJ Warras spent the day installing biometric access systems and CCTV cameras, tools meant to lock out unauthorized individuals and restore order. Sources indicate he worked alongside the building supervisor. But notably absent was his right-hand man and best friend, Innocent, who had accompanied him on every previous visit to the site. This unusual solitude raised immediate suspicions among investigators, especially since Innocent was the last person to speak with DJ Warras before the attack, and he vanished right after the shooting. As the afternoon wore on, DJ Warras received a phone call summoning him downstairs. Stepping out to his car on Commissioner Street, he was approached by 3 men. One of them drew a firearm and shot him multiple times at close range in the upper body. The assailants fled without taking his wallet, cell phone, or his own licensed firearm, pointing to a motive far removed from simple robbery. Eyewitness accounts paint a harrowing picture. The dreadlock shooter, described as a short man initially wearing short pants, approached DJ Warras as he exited the building. DJ Warras attempted to draw his weapon in self-defense, but collapsed before he could respond effectively. The gunman tried to fire one more shot while DJ Warras lay on the ground, but the weapon jammed, allowing him to escape along Polly Street. This detail of the jammed gun suggests a hurried, perhaps amateur execution. Yet the overall setup screams professionalism, as if the attackers knew exactly when and where to strike. What makes this case particularly intriguing is the role of betrayal in orchestrating such a precise hit. Innocent, DJ Warras' trusted companion and key operative in his security firm, had been a constant presence during prior operations at Zambezi House. Lawyers managing the property confirmed that the pair always arrived together, coordinating efforts to reclaim control from illegal tenants. Yet on this specific day, the only time DJ Warras appeared alone, Innocent was nowhere to be found, until authorities later took him into custody for questioning. Police sources suggest Innocent may have provided critical information to the assailants, possibly tipping them off about DJ Warras' movements or the phone call that lured him outside. Drawing from past cases in Johannesburg's underworld, where insiders often flip for financial gain or under duress, this scenario fits a pattern seen in turf wars over hijacked properties. Criminal syndicates frequently infiltrate security teams, planting moles to undermine operations from within, ensuring efforts to evict or secure buildings fail spectacularly. If Innocent did betray DJ Warras, it could stem from coercion by the building's hijackers, who stood to lose substantial illicit income, or perhaps a personal grudge amplified by the high-stakes environment of private security. Adding to the suspects are the 5 individuals named in protection orders that DJ Warras obtained just 3 weeks before his death on November 21st, 2025.
We've taken in as well it's the maintenance guy that is there, and also with the police are going to be taking in as well the woman who's been cited as there was a person who DJ Warras actually issued a protection order against.
Right.
So they've been questioned the whole day to today. We've been on their tape, and also some of the people as well will be questioned as well. There are some other people as well cited in that protection order that are going to be questioned as well in terms of what happened. The lawyers who are managing that building say that he's always with DJ Warras every single time. But every time when he is in the city, he will always be actually there. And in this particular time, we don't understand, well, some question in terms of what happened, why he was not there, because we believe that Warras was there with another settled company to install a biometric and the CCTV cameras. And we, with the information we got now, he was there actually for a very long time without his proper security, the detail, and then Innocent was not there as well. So, and then also we understand that he was the last person to have a conversation with DJ Warras. So it's part of the investigation just to get the bottom of it. What was the motive for the killing of Warras? This is a hit. This was a hit actually directed at him, because in some of the investigations and the people that we've actually been questioning, there's been a lot of intimidation on him and his life, because also of the opening of these protection orders. There are those people inside the building, the people of interest, have been issuing threatening statements and all of that. So we are questioning everyone, the motive. Yes, there's a woman as well cited to be the kingpin in that, is cited also in the protection order. I won't be able to, they said I must stop naming names now, so I just named them. So the woman is the woman of interest. There's a committee there that has been threatening Warras, and also some of them have been saying that they because he wants to take them out, then they will see them in the bush. In other words, in Zulubati, they will take that and Pumala before Pumi, so Tibane Etatin. Some of these people have been uttering those kind of words to DJ Warras. Hence, he has to go and get this protection order. So we're getting the bottom of it in terms of what really happened. We're asking everyone close to him. So that's what we have scanning. Those people have been brought in for questioning by the violent crime unit of the province. They've been intimidating the security guys there. If you read it, it's quite very, very, very bad. Like, they've been threatening them to burn down the building. They've been threatening to eliminate those security officers. So it does clear there's an affidavits that were submitted that there is an intimidation against them. And then the order says it gives authority to SAPS in the Joburg Central to raid that place of those individuals, to check if there are any firearms, any axes, and all of that. So that project order, it does say in terms of what has been happening there. That's why we're saying that we're taking everyone for questioning and all of that. So, and also on our side of the JMP, the TRU, with the law enforcement, we might have to pay a visit into that area, but we're not going to announce it.
These orders were granted on behalf of himself, his employees, and his company. They targeted people allegedly involved in hijacking Zambezi House, including 2 women identified as ringleaders in illegally occupying and renting out rooms in CBD buildings. The court documents detailed repeated threats of serious physical harm, including warnings to burn security personnel alive. These threats were issued between November 16th and 17th by these individuals and unknown accomplices. DJ Warras even requested that police disarm them of any weapons, such as firearms, knives, or axes, highlighting the real and immediate danger he perceived. Johannesburg Community Safety MMC Mfomutini Chagu confirmed that these 5 individuals are now in custody for questioning. Authorities believe they may have placed a hefty price on DJ Warras's head to halt his interference in their lucrative operations. As the investigation intensifies, the brazen return of the dreadlocked gunman to the crime scene has shocked many. Eyewitnesses and circulating footage suggest he mingled casually among crowds, twice, while police processed the scene and DJ Warras's body remained on the street. This chilling boldness points to either extreme confidence or deep connections that make him feel untouchable. In a city plagued by building hijackings, syndicates, and violence, the assassination of DJ Warras serves as a stark warning. Even those fighting to restore order can become targets, betrayed by those closest to them. The question remains, was this the deadliest betrayal, orchestrated from within his own circle, or part of a larger criminal network determined to protect its empire? Police continue their probe, with Innocent and the 5 others under intense scrutiny. Justice for DJ Warras hangs in the balance. Analysis of similar incidents reveals that protection orders, like the ones DJ Warras obtained, often precede escalations, where threatened parties retaliate violently to protect their illicit revenue streams. In this case, the hijackers may have viewed DJ Warras not merely as a security contractor, but possibly as the building owner himself, mistaking his proactive role in installing biometric systems as a direct assault on their control. The dreadlocked gunman's brazen return to the crime scene adds a chilling layer of psychological terror to this narrative, a tactic reminiscent of bold criminals asserting dominance. Eyewitnesses reported seeing him twice after the shooting, first blending in with bystanders while wearing blue overalls, and later standing near arriving journalists. He pretended to be a mere onlooker, even as DJ Warras's body remained on the street, covered and surrounded by police tape. This audacity could indicate he was monitoring the response, perhaps to confirm the kill or scout for immediate threats to his escape. From a crime intelligence perspective, such behavior often points to a hitman embedded within the local community, someone familiar with the area who feels untouchable due to syndicate protection. Police footage from nearby CCTV cameras captured the shooter approaching DJ Warras, reinforcing the targeted nature of the attack. Gauteng Acting Provincial Commissioner Major General Tommy Mthambeni has prioritized his arrest, noting that the man's repeated appearances suggest overconfidence that could lead to his downfall, much like in past cases where assailants revisited scenes only to be identified later through community tips. Zambezi House itself embodies the broader epidemic of building hijackings plaguing Johannesburg and other South African cities. This structure, like many others, fell victim to organized syndicates that seize control of vulnerable properties, often those in legal disputes or financial distress. They pose as caretakers, lock out legitimate owners, and establish a shadow economy where rent is collected in cash, utilities are illegally tapped, and intimidation ensures compliance. Estimates suggest hundreds of such buildings exist in Johannesburg's CBD alone, generating massive untaxed revenue annually. In Zambezi House, many residents reportedly avoided paying legitimate rent, with funds diverted to hijackers who crammed multiple occupants into tiny spaces, sometimes overcrowding rooms to maximize profits while ignoring maintenance. DJ Warras's involvement aimed to disrupt this cycle by enforcing court-ordered evictions and installing security measures, directly threatening the syndicate's income. Johannesburg officials have highlighted the dangers, noting that these criminals are well-resourced, strategic, and deeply entrenched, knowing every corner of the buildings they control. Delving deeper, the private security industry in South Africa, which DJ Warras had recently entered, operates in a precarious landscape rife with infiltration by bad actors. With millions of registered officers and thousands of companies, the sector has grown dramatically since the 1990s, often filling gaps left by strained public policing. However, this expansion has attracted organized crime figures who acquire firms to arm proxies, settle disputes with firepower, and evade scrutiny. Branded security vehicles rarely get stopped, allowing the transport of weapons and hitmen under the guise of legitimacy. DJ Warras's company, Imperium Ops International, focused initially on stadium and event security before expanding into CBD building protection, a high-risk niche where competition is fierce and ruthless tactics are common. Newcomers with good intentions but limited experience in this arena can quickly become targets when challenging established syndicates. DJ Warras' family, including his sister Nicole, has expressed profound grief, describing him as a generous, selfless individual who fearlessly voiced opinions on social and political issues. As a devoted father to 3 young children, a loving son, and cherished brother, his loss reverberates far beyond his family, touching a nation that knew him for his humor and boundary-breaking commentary. His mother remains devastated, and the family has requested privacy while calling for a thorough investigation. Action SA President Herman Mashaba condemned the act, vowing it would not halt efforts to reclaim the city from criminal elements, emphasizing that the killers had declared war on those fighting for order. From an expert lens, this murder aligns with patterns of organized crime boldness seen in recent cases. It underscores a sophisticated ecosystem where syndicates operate with impunity, targeting disruptors on symbolic dates like Reconciliation Day to send messages of fear. The investigation has intensified, with police analyzing clear CCTV footage of the dreadlocked suspect's approach and escape. Reports of accomplices staking out the area earlier that morning suggest coordination, implying possible insider knowledge. Several individuals, including those named in the protection orders, have been taken in for questioning as key pieces in unraveling the plot. The orders detailed escalating threats, including the enlistment of unknown men to intimidate staff, hinting at a network capable of rapid mobilization. Examining the modus operandi of building hijackings provides crucial context. Syndicates target distressed properties, swiftly move in, station enforcers, and redirect payments through untraceable means. Legitimate tenants resist at their peril, while rooms are subdivided with makeshift materials, blocking fire escapes and overloading utilities. Illegal connections pose constant fire and health risks, contributing to urban decay, rising crime, and plummeting property values. DJ Warras' case exemplifies how syndicates now target interveners like security contractors to maintain control. The private security industry's regulatory gaps amplify these risks, allowing exploitation and internal conflicts. The broader implications of DJ Warras' killing tie deeply into South Africa's entrenched organized crime landscape, where such brazen acts of intimidation echo patterns seen in cases like witness assassinations linked to inquiries into corruption. These criminal ecosystems thrive on weak governance, exploiting severe housing shortages and deep inequality to build vast underground empires. Syndicates, often faceless, with only frontline operatives visible, generate pure profit without overhead costs, hollowing out entire cities, while fragmented authorities struggle with uncoordinated responses across courts and under-resourced units. Effective tools like asset forfeiture exist on paper, but their rare use allows kingpins to evade justice, with arrests typically targeting only low-level runners. DJ Warras' prior media career added a profoundly public dimension to this tragedy. Known for his bold, opinionated takes on social issues, he hosted podcasts and television shows that celebrated national diversity with sharp humor, earning a devoted following that now mourns him as a vital voice cruelly silenced. His family statement highlighted him as the true anchor of their lives, a man who brought light, strength, and unwavering support, while thanking the public for their overwhelming comfort during this unimaginable grief. As police continue their intensive hunt for the killers, the dreadlocked gunman's bold returns to the scene provide crucial leads, with potential eyewitness identifications and CCTV analysis guiding the investigation. Analytically, the betrayal angle, centered on innocent's unusual absence and his last contact with DJ Warras, mirrors historical patterns in crime syndicates, where financial incentives or brutal threats erode even the closest loyalties. The individuals linked to the protection orders, likely residents or ringleaders at Zambezi House, fit as potential masterminds deeply resentful of DJ Warras disrupting their lucrative revenue streams. If proven, this could uncover deeper networks connecting building hijackings to wider crimes like extortion and violence. Past cases show syndicates often recruit from within trusted circles, turning associates against each other to eliminate threats with ruthless efficiency. Johannesburg officials, including MMC Mxini Chwaku, have warned of these groups' strategic sophistication, exploiting intimate knowledge of the system to strike decisively. The city's staggering loss of billions in unpaid rates and services underscores the devastating economic toll. While figures like Kenny Kunena have declared outright war on the hijackers, DJ Warras' murder, occurring as he worked to install security systems and reclaim the building, almost certainly stemmed from hijackers perceiving him as an existential barrier to their profits. This in-depth examination reveals a tangled web of deceit, where personal bonds shatter amid unchecked criminal ambitions, and one man's courageous stand against disorder ends in heartbreaking tragedy. Rest in eternal peace, DJ Warras. Thanks for watching.